joining us instead of Mr. Cottrell. Mr. Cottrell and I did speak this morning, and I'll tell you all about that conversation after I do a couple of these things. Let's get to it. Oki did do a post, guys, and this is not my information. It is his. You can find him in Telegram. As he is healthy and able, he gets in there and enjoys his time. From him, I'm sitting here pulling petals off the flower. She loves me not. A good analogy comparing the RV. Is it real or is it Memorex? It's very real with certain qualifications. We understood that yesterday, 2/27, late night, that we would receive the notices of completion and an official announcement of completion of the revow. Well, we did kind of, but unknown at the time, we learned that our dear Democrats slipped an interference worm in the apple. It delayed only temporarily our notifications. Now, before you lose bladder control, let me say this. This is expected, keyword, to be a short interval consisting of only hours or at most a few days. This is very fluid at this time, but understanding and patience will be required of us. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, and he is loading up his sleigh for all of us to enjoy. A new March blessing. Faith eludes us sometimes, but be assured it always works out for our betterment. Keep the faith, keep praying, keep believing. Shalom. That one was pretty cool. I don't have a Sam update. When it's time for Bob, guys, we're trying something new with a conference call number to try to improve sound quality. So you'll have to bear with me as I get through that process. It's going to be a little different for me as opposed to just the normal call-ins. We're trying to make things better for you guys. Dave did have, let me get to it. Dave's getting ready to take a vacation, guys, for like 2 weeks. I assume he's going to see grandkids and all that good stuff. So his updates may be a little spotty. I'm hoping and praying that we'll have a revaluation and we'll all be a little quiet for 2 weeks as we take care of our own houses. The U.S. and Switzerland formally launched a humanitarian trade channel for Iran on Thursday, a movement to counter criticism of Washington's economic pressure campaign while opening the way for the release of Americans detained by Tehran. A lot of stuff with Iran in there. Surprisingly more of that than I saw of virus stuff, but that's, is the virus real or is it Memorex? We don't know. Okay, Mr. C and I's conversation this morning. This could be the absolute perfect storm that we've been looking for. We know that financially we've been so close. Now we have a rolling correction, or a rolling crash is what it's being called now, as it rolls from one nation to the next. It's not a complete and utter sail off. It is a very sharp correction each day as we see it roll instead of just, so it's more like this instead of just putting us in a perfect place. It's painting them into a corner in which they have nothing to do. I mean, how better to save the world than say, hey, we have to stem this crash because of the coronavirus, and this is how we're going to do it with asset-backed currency. I mean, it could not be better, a better opportunity to go ahead and kick it in his opinion and mine. We were going back and forth a little bit this morning. Keep in mind, he is off to the doc just for a checkup, nothing serious. They moved his date. They switched him up, so he could not join us this morning, but we do have Bob Locke joining us. A lot of folks suddenly went dark for me in Zurich and Hong Kong as far as conversations. They are perfectly willing to respond, but will not talk about anything exchange related. I am taking that as a very good thing. I don't want to touch on it because I don't want to mess anything up. Read into that what you will. I'm going to have to leave it right there because I don't want to compromise anybody, anything, or myself, but I took it as exceptionally good news. Somebody worried about Notepad with white bold sharpening. It's going to start being on your background screen hopefully by Monday, so I won't have to do that more than maybe once more. So I'm not going to worry about that part.